What if the classrooms of the future are not rooms at all, but digital platforms connecting learners from all corners of the globe? Picture this: a world where your classroom is not confined by four walls, but is instead as boundless as the internet itself. A place where you can learn from a renowned physicist in Switzerland while sitting comfortably in your home in Sydney. This isn't just a fanciful idea. Technology is starting to reshape traditional methods of education in ways we could only dream of a few decades ago. We're talking about artificial intelligence, capable of tailoring lessons to each student's individual needs. We're talking about virtual reality, creating immersive educational experiences that can transport students to ancient Rome or the depths of the ocean. And we're talking about online learning platforms, connecting learners and educators across continents. Intriguing, isn't it? But how exactly is technology transforming the educational landscape? Let's dive in. Imagine a classroom where a digital assistant knows the learning style of every student. Welcome to the new era of education where artificial intelligence, or AI, is transforming the landscape. AI is not just a sci-fi buzzword anymore, it's here, and it's making a significant impact on how we teach and learn. Let's take a journey to a school in California. Here, they're using an AI-powered platform called IntelliTeach. What's unique about IntelliTeach? Well, it adapts to each student's learning style. If John prefers learning through videos, IntelliTeach adjusts its content accordingly. If Sarah finds quizzes more engaging, it provides her with more problem-solving tasks. It's like having a personal tutor for every student, one that knows their strengths, weaknesses, and learning preferences. But the magic of AI doesn't stop at personalizing learning experiences, it's also a boon for educators. Picture this: a teacher, loaded with administrative tasks like grading papers, recording attendance, or planning lessons. Now imagine an AI assistant taking over these mundane tasks, leaving the teacher with more time to focus on what they do best: teaching. That's the power of AI. Furthermore, AI is revolutionizing the way students interact with their learning material. Ever heard of smart content? It's interactive digital content created with the help of AI. It might be a digital textbook that includes video, audio, and interactive quizzes, making the learning experience more engaging and immersive. So what does all this mean for education? It means that AI is breaking down the barriers of traditional education. It's paving the way for a more inclusive, interactive, and personalized learning experience. It's helping educators to focus more on their core job, fostering the growth and development of their students. In essence, AI is not replacing teachers. Instead, it's empowering them. It's not making learning impersonal, rather it's making it more individualized. So with AI, we move from a one-size-fits-all approach to a tailored learning experience. Ever wish to walk with dinosaurs or explore the depths of the ocean while sitting in a classroom? Well, wish no more. Imagine being transported back in time to the era of the pharaohs, or whisked away to the far reaches of the cosmos, all while never leaving your classroom. That's the power of virtual reality in education. With VR technology, we're not just making learning more fun, we're also making it more immersive and engaging than ever before. Take the case of a middle school in California. They've been using VR to teach history and science. Instead of reading about the pyramids of Egypt from a textbook, students are virtually transported to the desert, standing in awe of the towering pyramids, hearing the bustling marketplaces, and feeling the hot sands under their feet. The experience is so real, it's almost as if they've jumped into a time machine. And it's not just history that's getting a VR makeover. In science classes, students are shrunk down to the size of a molecule, exploring the inner workings of a cell, or soaring through the vastness of the universe, observing galaxies, stars, and planets up close. Complex concepts that were once difficult to grasp now become tangible experiences that students can interact with and understand on a deeper level. But it's not just about making lessons more exciting. Virtual reality is also providing students with practical skills. For instance, medical students are using VR to practice surgeries and other procedures in a safe and controlled environment, preparing them for real-life scenarios. Moreover, VR is breaking down the walls of the classroom, making education more inclusive. Students who can't physically attend school due to illness or disability can now participate in classes virtually, ensuring that everyone has an equal opportunity to learn. So with VR, learning is no longer just about reading and writing, it's about experiencing. It's about embarking on an adventure, diving deep into the world of knowledge, and emerging with a richer understanding of the world around us. It's about transforming education from a chore into a journey of discovery. It's about making learning not just something we do but something we live. The days of carrying heavy backpacks full of textbooks might soon be over thanks to online learning platforms. Imagine a world where every book you've ever needed for your education is right at your fingertips. No more lugging around weighty backpacks, no more rushing to the library for that one reference book that's always checked out. This is the world that online learning platforms are creating. Take, for instance, the case of a small town in the middle of nowhere. Let's call it Everytown. In Everytown, the local school only has a limited number of resources and teachers. The children there have dreams bigger than their small town. They dream of exploring space, creating art, and understanding the human brain. But the lack of resources hampers their dreams. Enter online learning platforms. Suddenly, the children of Everytown have access to courses from top universities around the world. They are learning about space exploration from a NASA scientist. They are understanding the nuances of art from a professor in Paris. They are diving into the complexities of the human brain with a neuroscientist from Harvard. The world has become their classroom. It's not just about the variety of courses available. It's also about the flexibility these platforms offer. A working professional can upskill themselves without having to quit their job. A stay-at-home parent can pursue their passion for learning while taking care of their children. The traditional barriers to education, cost, time, location, are being knocked down one by one. Online learning platforms are also creating communities of learners worldwide. Students can collaborate on projects, share ideas, and learn from each other, fostering a global exchange of knowledge. And let's not forget the most significant advantage of all: learning at your own pace. No more struggling to keep up with the class or feeling held back because you understand a concept quicker than others. You can pause, rewind, fast-forward your classes, making learning a truly personalized experience. So, with online platforms, education is no longer confined within the four walls of a classroom. But it's not all rosy. With great potential, come great challenges. Much like a coin, technology and education has two sides. On one side, there's the dazzling allure of progress, promising to redefine the boundaries of learning. But flip the coin, and you'll see the challenges that cast long shadows. One of the major hurdles we face is the digital divide. Not every student has access to a stable internet connection, a device for learning, or even a quiet place to study. This divide isn't just about geography or economics, but also about the ability to use technology effectively. It's a complex problem that needs a multifaceted solution. Then, we have privacy concerns. With increased reliance on digital platforms, we're trading chalkboards for data clouds. But who's keeping an eye on this information? How do we ensure that student data remains secure and private? These questions are not just about technology, they're about trust. And let's not forget digital literacy. It's one thing to know how to swipe a tablet or click a mouse. It's another thing entirely to understand the ethical implications of digital behavior, to be able to evaluate information critically, and to use technology in a productive and safe way. So, what does the future hold? Well, it's a bit like trying to predict the weather. But one thing is clear: the role of technology in education is only going to get bigger. We might see classrooms without walls, where learning is not confined to a physical space. We might see AI tutors, guiding students at their own pace. We might see VR field trips, taking students to places they could only dream of. But with these possibilities come responsibilities. We need to ensure that technology is an enabler, not a barrier. We need to consider not just what technology can do, but also what it should do. So while the future of education might be digital, the journey there is sure to be an interesting one. So is technology revolutionizing education? Clearly, the answer is a resounding yes. We've traversed the landscape of education, witnessing how technologies like artificial intelligence, virtual reality, and online platforms have started to reshape the way we learn. Artificial intelligence is offering personalized learning experiences, tailoring educational content to meet individual needs. Virtual reality is transporting students beyond the confines of a classroom into immersive learning environments that were previously unimaginable. Online platforms have democratized education, making it accessible to anyone, anywhere, at any time. However, despite these advancements, we've also acknowledged the challenges that lie ahead. Balancing technological innovation with ethical considerations, ensuring digital equity, and fostering a human-centric approach within digital learning environments are just a few. As we stand on the brink of a digital revolution in education, one thing's for certain: the classrooms of the future will be very different from those of today.